Here's a fictional development timeline for Kintendo, The Final Frontier, the last major title for the Kintendo 64. This timeline highlights the creative process, key milestones, and notable features of the game. Fictional development timeline for Kintendo, The Final Frontier. 1997, conceptualization. January. The initial concept for Kintendo, The Final Frontier is pitched by a team of developers at Kintendo, inspired by classic sci-fi literature and the desire to create an expansive open-world experience. March. The game's premise is solidified. Players will explore alien worlds, engage in intergalactic battles, and unravel a mysterious narrative about a galactic conflict. June. Early concept art and character designs are created, showcasing a diverse array of alien species in futuristic environments. 1998, pre-production. February, the development team begins assembling a dedicated group of designers, artists, and writers. The team decides on a gameplay style that combines exploration, puzzle solving, and combat. May, the game mechanics are established, focusing on an open-world environment, customizable spacecraft, and a branching storyline with multiple endings. September, a vertical slice of gameplay is created to showcase core mechanics, including flight controls, combat systems, and the exploration of the first alien planet. 1999, production. January, full production begins, with the team working on level design, character animations, and the game's narrative arc. April. The first playable build of the game is demonstrated at the Kintendo Developer Conference, receiving positive feedback for its ambitious scale and engaging gameplay. July. The sound design team starts creating an orchestral score, with compositions that enhance the game's epic feel. Voice actors are also brought in to bring the characters to life. October. The team finalizes character designs, and developers begin working on AI systems for non-playable characters, NPCs, and enemies, adding depth to interactions and combat. 2000, testing and refinement. January, extensive playtesting begins, focusing on gameplay balance, difficulty levels, and bug fixes. Feedback leads to major improvements in game mechanics and user interface. April, the game undergoes a significant visual overhaul, utilizing advanced graphical techniques to enhance textures and lighting effects, taking full advantage of the Kintendo 64's capabilities. August, a demo version is released to select gaming magazines and at trade shows, showcasing a slice of the open world and initial missions. The demo receives acclaim for its immersive gameplay. September 2000, marketing and launch preparation. September 1st, Kintendo announces the official release date for Kintendo, The Final Frontier, launching a marketing campaign that includes trailers, promotional materials, and exclusive previews in gaming publications. September 15th, an official soundtrack preview is released, generating excitement among fans and music enthusiasts alike. September 30th, final adjustments are made based on feedback from pre-release playtests, ensuring a polished experience at launch. October 2000, release. October 25th, Kintendo, The Final Frontier is officially released worldwide, becoming the final major title for the Kintendo 64. Fans eagerly line up at stores, and the game quickly sells out in many locations. November, the game receives rave reviews for its storytelling, gameplay mechanics, and expansive world. Critics praise its emotional depth and complex character arcs. December, Kintendo, The Final Frontier wins several Game of the Year awards, further cementing the Kintendo 64's legacy in gaming history. 2001, post-launch support. February, Kintendo announces plans for downloadable content, DLC, that adds new missions, characters, and worlds, expanding the game's universe. April, the first DLC pack is released, featuring new storylines that explore the backstories of key characters, which receives positive feedback from the community. August, development of a sequel is hinted at, but the focus remains on supporting and enhancing Kintendo, The Final Frontier as fans continue to explore its universe. This fictional timeline showcases the intricate process behind the development of Kintendo, The Final Frontier, highlighting the teamwork, creativity, and ambition that culminated in a beloved title for the Kintendo 64. For oh many, here's a fictional development timeline for Super Kintendo Galaxy 1 and Super Kintendo Galaxy 2, two iconic platformers for the Kintendo 64. This timeline outlines the development phases, key milestones, and notable features of both games. Development timeline for Super Kintendo Galaxy 1, 1995, conceptualization. January. The idea for Super Kintendo Galaxy is conceived by a small team at Kintendo, aiming to create a vibrant platformer that takes advantage of the Kintendo 64's 3D graphics capabilities. March, core gameplay mechanics are brainstormed, focusing on exploration, creative power-ups, and unique worlds based on various celestial themes. 1996, pre-production. February, initial character designs are drafted, featuring a charismatic hero named Kenny, who can transform and adapt to different environments using power-ups. May, the game's world map is developed, consisting of the various planets with distinct environments and challenges, such as a lava planet, ice planet, and a lush forest planet. August, a prototype is created, showcasing the basic movement mechanics and a sample level for testing. 1997, production. January, full production begins, with level designers, artists, and programmers collaborating to build the game's expansive worlds. April, the first playable build is demonstrated at trade shows, featuring early levels and engaging gameplay that captures the essence of platforming fun. July, the game's soundtrack is composed, emphasizing a whimsical and adventurous tone that complements the vibrant visuals. October, the team conducts extensive play testing, gathering feedback on gameplay balance, level design, and difficulty. 1998, finalization and launch. February, the final levels are polished, and the game undergoes a thorough debugging process to ensure a smooth launch experience. April, marketing ramps up, with teaser trailers and promotional materials showcasing gameplay mechanics and characters. June 15, Super Kintendo Galaxy is officially released, receiving critical acclaim for its imaginative level design, charming graphics, and engaging gameplay. July, the game becomes a bestseller, selling millions of copies and establishing itself as a defining title for the Kintendo 64. Development timeline for Super Kintendo Galaxy 2. 1999, conceptualization. January, after the success of the first game, plans for Super Kintendo Galaxy 2 are initiated, aiming to expand on the original's concept with new worlds, characters, and gameplay mechanics. March, the development team identifies player feedback from the first game, focusing on enhancing cooperative gameplay elements and introducing new abilities for Kenny. 2000, pre-production. April, the story for Super Kintendo Galaxy 2 is crafted, involving Kenny embarking on a quest to save the galaxy from a new villain, Dr. Nebulon, who threatens to plunge worlds into darkness. August, new gameplay mechanics are designed, including cooperative multiplayer modes, where players can team up to tackle levels together. 2001, production. January, full production begins, with level designers creating more complex and interconnected worlds, including a time manipulation mechanic that allows players to alter the environment. March, the game is showcased at major gaming conventions, generating excitement with new gameplay features and a more ambitious art style. July, a demo is released to the public, highlighting the new cooperative gameplay and expanded power-ups, receiving positive feedback from fans and critics. September, the soundtrack is composed, building on the whimsical theme of the first game while introducing new musical motifs for different worlds. November 2001, finalization and launch. November 10th, Super Kintendo Galaxy 2 is officially released, praised for its engaging multiplayer experience, imaginative level design, and expanded lore. December, the game is lauded as a worthy sequel, winning several awards and solidifying its place in the Kintendo legacy. 2002, post-launch support. February, Kintendo announces downloadable content, DLC, for Super Kintendo Galaxy 2, introducing additional levels and new characters to enhance gameplay. May, the first DLC pack is released, adding a new galaxy to explore and new power-ups that further enrich the gameplay experience. August, the development team hints at future titles in the series, keeping the fanbase excited about potential new adventures for Kenny. This fictional timeline illustrates the creative process behind Super Kintendo Galaxy 1 and Super Kintendo Galaxy 2, showcasing the development journey and the innovations that define these beloved platformers for the Kintendo 64. For many,